guys, welcome to our family. The content of the story is Akbar and Birbal's success in the first case. One day, Emperor Akbar addressed the gathering in the Durbar. "Are the trials in our courts conducted properly?" he asked. "Very well done, Lord. Our judge does not discriminate between rich and poor and delivers justice fairly." An officer praised the judge. Then everyone in the Durbar approved it, and the judge got cold feet. But Akbar noticed that only Birbal remained silent and said, "Birbal, why are you silent? Do you think what others have said is completely wrong?" he asked. "I wouldn't say completely wrong. But I would not say that our prosecutions and justice delivery are satisfactory," said Birbal. "I wouldn't say completely wrong. But I will not say that our prosecutions and justice delivery are satisfactory," said Birbal. When Akbar was about to ask him for a further explanation, the gatekeeper entered and said, "Lord, an old man and a young man have come asking for justice," he said. "Get them," said Akbar. Immediately, an old man and a young man entered the Durbar and bowed to the emperor. "What is the matter? What is wrong with any of you?" Akbar asked. "Lord, my name is Abdul Rahman," the old man introduced himself and continued, "I am a legal expert. I teach the students about the intricacies of law and litigation. Here stands Pramod Bihari. He was my student. I have come to accuse him." Akbar asked about the crime committed by the young man. "Lord, when he wanted to join me as a student, I told him that I should pay 3 gold coins a month to the guru and study law for a year. But he said that he was very poor and could not give Daxan. After completing his studies and becoming a lawyer, he promised to give him 36 gold coins if he won his first case. Trusting that, I taught him for a year. As he is a very diligent student, he has learned the finer points of law very well within a year. I also believe that Ivan would become a lawyer, win the first case and give the entire dowry." The old man stopped. "Are you cheating by not paying me now?" asked Akbar. "No, Lord." He suddenly abandoned the idea of working as a lawyer. "Not going to be in that business," said. At once Akbar said to the young man, "Why have you changed your mind?" he asked. "Lord, when I finished law school, I was going to be a lawyer. But my stepfather died suddenly. He has made me the heir of all his properties in his will. Now I am a millionaire. So there is no need to do any work," he said. "Then what is his dakshina?" Akbar asked. "I will keep my promise. If I feel that I want to become a lawyer, then only then can I give dakshina," he said. Akbar thought Pramod Bihari was right. He immediately asked the judge to give a verdict. Akbar thought Pramod Bihari was right. He immediately asked the judge to give a verdict. The judge said to both of them, "I have carefully observed the arguments of both the parties. According to me, Pramod Bihari is right in this case. He has assured in this Durbar that he will keep his promise. If he accepts his word and feels that he wants to become a lawyer, he can engage in that profession and return the guru's Daxan. Until then the guru has to wait. This is my judgment," said. Everyone in the Durbar, including Akbar, applauded the verdict. The old man, who did not expect this, collapsed due to disappointment and grief. But Akbar noticed that Birbal was the only one not appreciative of the verdict and was very silent and asked Birbal to review the verdict. Hearing that, the old man's face lit up. He was sure that Birbal, who was very intelligent, would give the right judgment. Birbal said to the young man, "You are sure of your promise, aren't you?" said. "What doubt about that? Surely. I will definitely give the dakshina to my gurunat from the income earned from it," said the young man. Then to the old man, "Didn't you agree to Bihari's condition in the beginning?" asked Birbal. "Yes, sir," said the old man. "Then justice is on the side of the youth according to the law. You have to wait until he wins the case and gives the money," said Birbal. After bowing to Birbal and Akbar as he staggered out, the young Bihari left triumphantly. Suddenly Birbal called Bihari and said, "Bihari, this is your first case in the emperor's court. You have presented your case beautifully without appointing another lawyer to try your case," said Birbal. Bihari happily said, "Thank you, sir." He said. Birbal continued, "It means that in your first case, you were a lawyer and won it. Isn't it?" asked Birbal. "Yes, sir," said Bihari happily. So this is your first successful case as a lawyer. As you promised. Give the Garudakshina to your guru right here. Said. Everyone was stunned for a moment and clapped and cheered the next moment. Thanking old Birbal profusely, Akbar embraced Birbal with great joy.